So picking up from the last video, this one is going to cover the strat that I like to use for the last encounter in the hospital, or a hospital second floor. This is the last encounter in The Last of Us Part 1 on Grounded. This one can work for an encounters percent, or any typical Grounded run, or a whole game run if you're gunning for that. So once you've completed the first floor, we're going to bring it up here. And this is actually probably my favorite shiv door in the game. It just gives you so much, like right before the very end of the game. It gives you supplements. It gives you a whole rag if you need it, which we're going to craft some Molotovs. And again, I'm just simulating what I would do in a whole game run. We're not going to need Molotovs for this strat, but I'm just crafting everything I can because you're about to complete the game, right? You're about to get your completion. And it gives you so much ammo here. All right, so I'm just making sure we're all squared up on everything. In the event I alert and have to fight my way out, I like having a nail bomb too. But for this strat specifically, you are just going to need a stun bomb, and you're going to pick up a brick on the way. So once we get here, we're going to sprint in, crouch quick behind that barrier so we don't get spotted. And now I'm sprinting through until I get to this green room. From here, I'm crouching and crouch walking over to this brick to grab. There's going to be that guy over there that's strafing left. So we sneak behind this guy, crouch walk behind the strafer, and we're just going to bring it to this desk here. This guy, you can see he's shining his light in here, right? So we want to make sure we don't get spotted. Wait for that light to go away. And now I'm actually going to pay attention to where this guy's at. So he's going to move left. Once he gets in that position here, it's been about 8 or 9 seconds since that guy's light moved, and he's getting in a position right there. You can see him. I'm just crouch walking over to this spot here, and this is the end of the encounter, right? So I'm going to use that stun bomb. I'm going to throw it right on top of the desk. It's going to stun these two guys. Then I hop over the wall. Well, I equip the brick, hop over the wall, and then throw it at that third guy, right? And then you can just hop over the desk and sprint to the finish, right? So again, I'll talk through it, and then I'll repeat it without yapping as much. I'm going to go stun bomb, brick, jump, and go through the door. So stun bomb right here onto the desk. It explodes over, and we brick that guy over the desk, and then mash triangle to get through the door. Right, so here's the whole encounter again. Crouching here, sprinting to the green room, crouching, brick. That guy is strafing left. We sneak behind this guy, sneak behind this guy, hide here. Wait for this light to move. Okay, he's no longer looking in there, but he can still spot you if you go too soon. So we're going to wait for this guy. We're really just using this as like a time gauge. So we know once this guy is taken position in that left spot, it's been enough time for that guy to get in position there. Stun bomb on the desk. Explode. Over. Brick, and over. Okay, I'll show it one more time because this one is pretty quick and there's a lot that has to be done quickly. Let's hope I get it 3 times in a row. So you got to be a little careful because you could actually see that like the game registers you as taking cover. And it can be really like there, like it slowed me down. It can get really easy to get caught on cover, and you can lose time to that. Not in like a speed running sense, but in like a enemy pathing sense. They might see you. That guy gets into position there. I'm hugging this wall. That guy got in position. We're gonna stun bomb right on the desk. That explodes. Brick that guy. And we're through. So on that last guy, I would say that you're throwing the brick at. The game might show you that you have a lock on, but you might not, right? And the game might not show you that you have a lock on, but you do. So you can see there, like as soon as I hopped over the wall with the brick equipped, just because I had him on the center of my screen, I was mashing the throw button and I was able to hit him with the brick every time, right? If you wait for the lock on, there's a chance you could get shot. You could hear the first 2 times they were shooting at me with a shotgun. So just be prepared to hit that guy with the brick as soon as you go over the wall. There is one other strat that I like for this spot. And this is in case you alert. So I'm going to show you what it looks like when you actually alert. Right? That actually isn't how I would do it. I was a little slow, but because where I typically alert here is that guy whose light is shining in the other room. So imagine we're coming up here, right? You spent your whole game, you spent hours getting here. This guy's shining his light. Now, if you go in a little soon, that guy's going to see you, right? So I'm going to sprint, and I'm actually going to start camping in this area here. So I'm going to throw a bomb. You're always going to have these guys here that you can molly. I'm kind of just trying to flush them out of their camping area. So this area is pretty helpful to just camp in. Like I've killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far, and there's 8 here. You just got to be aware of where everybody's at. Again, this is not ideal, but I've saved a run or 2 just by doing this. Right, so that's another option, but that's kind of the fail-safe, right? So that's why I like to show that, just in case, you know, you're practicing and you do get spotted in a whole game run. You can't do this, like you can't restart checkpoint or restart encounter. You have to figure it out, right? So I like that little spot to camp in. I like always having a nail bomb there just to practice. The stun bombs you'll have, the Molotovs, like the game gives you enough up to this point to craft 1 or 2 Molotovs at least, right? And then if you have some leftovers from earlier in the game, then you can use that as well, right? So those are the strats, really the strat that I like to use. I actually recently just learned that one for second floor of the hospital in The Last of Us Part 1 on Grounded.